Madam Toastmaster, fellow members and very welcome guest. My name is Luke McLaughlin and I was recently elected as Vice President for PR here in Canterbury Speakers. And soon after I was elected, I realised just how much of a responsible role this is. Quite daunting. And so I've been entrusted with growing the membership here at Canterbury Speakers, and ultimately that will show on the balance sheet. So tonight, what I'd like to do is present to you how I would like to grow membership here as VPPR. So one of my first projects that I will be carrying out this coming weekend is that I'll be looking at the website. One of the reasons I'll be doing that, prioritising that first, is because I feel as though that's where my main skills lie. I'm a good website developer. I know a lot about coding. I've noticed on our website we have a photo there that shows only 5 members. I'd like to get a photo there that shows more than that. To show that there are more than 5 members at Canterbury Speakers. So what I was looking to do was take the photo that we had from the recent AGM meeting, 10 of us. However, a longer term plan is to get more members here. Try and get more members in a meeting, say 15 or 20, because we have about 20 members on our list. Get them all together, have a nice big picture for the website, lots of smiling faces. The other thing I would like to do is get rid of the membership directory. There's a link there that has a directory to all the members. I think that's a little bit unnecessary. I'd like to keep the directory for committee members and update that, because that's for the old committee. Also, I believe that we need a contact us page. Now, we don't have a contact us page, and I believe that we do want to be contacted here at Canterbury Speakers. I also think that we should have a membership page. In this day and age of price transparency, I believe that we should inform potential new members about the cost of being a member. In fact, it's not such a big cost, and I think people will be pleasantly surprised when they learn how cheap it is to invest in your future. I'll then move on to the Twitter and the Facebook pages. Now on Twitter, we have quite a pixelated picture as our logo. I want to freshen this up. On our Facebook site, we have a logo, and the text underneath reads, "Abridge Speed." Now, we're called Canterbury Speakers, and I don't think "Abridge Speed" is such a good abbreviation. I'm sure you'd agree. There's other things that I wish to do on those 2 pages, is to create a little brand identity. Change the headers so that they're in the same colour. People recognise us from our logo, and try and match the colours around a little bit. So the question is, why would I focus on these 2 things? Well, I've already mentioned that I'm good at websites. But the other thing is that further down the line, I'll be using posters, cards, possibly going in and using, as Linda suggested earlier in the week, radio programmes, and all of these will be referencing canterburyspeakers.org.uk. And I think that if we have a fresh identity, it will help our cause about getting new members into the club. So, in the coming weeks, what I shall be doing is shall be contacting this organisation in Dorchester called Steps to Wellbeing. Now, what they do is they help people who have social phobias, a range of anxieties, panic attacks. And And one thing that the therapists do here is they stress that people should face their fears. And when I was attending Steps to Wellbeing, I mentioned that I was a member, just began being a member of Toastmasters. They had no idea what Toastmasters was, and I'm not surprised, because of course Toastmasters is just for public speakers, isn't it? Or am I wrong?
No, you're right.
That's right. It's for people to improve their communication skills. So, as I mentioned, in the coming weeks I'll be taking contact back again with my therapist, asking if I can be the point of contact for Canterbury speakers, and have some of our propaganda material up in the up in the waiting room now. Also, how about a bit of young blood here at Toastmasters? I'm 41 and I'm among one of the youngest people here.
I hate it now.
When I was at Southwest Speakers the other week in Exeter, they had many members in their 20s and 30s. And I think it would be nice to have that diversity. We have brilliant gender diversity here. Try and get that age diversity, and it will help us. Unfortunately, we are slightly we're slightly disadvantaged by our geographical location. We don't have a big university here. We don't have a big college here. But I'll certainly be looking at ways, avenues of trying to reach younger people who are tomorrow's leaders, tomorrow's public speakers, and certainly can benefit from Canterbury speakers. I also think that we should look at ways of diversifying our membership. We are a charity. We shouldn't maximise our profits. However, we should make people better speakers. Douglas Pigg was mentioning to me that we had a little project for Dorchester Council. This didn't lead to any new members, but what it led to is that we made better speakers out of people, but it also led to an income generation that equated to about 9 new members, which is quite a phenomenal amount of money for the kitty. It means that we can pay for our room, pay for new marketing material. One thing that I suggest is that returning guests who have been here for more than 2 occasions should be allowed to come back and not necessarily have to be a member, but they pay a fee on the door. I know that that's a feature of other clubs, in particular Southwest Speakers I attended, but I don't think that we should have a barrier to entry for guests who want to come and not necessarily join up as a member. So I have a clear short-term marketing plan for Canterbury speakers as your new VPPR. I think that by focusing on the brand image and by exploring new marketing avenues, we can increase our membership here for a brighter future.